This is our picture of the day yesterday, the shot taken by a viewer in Bellevue.
Cardinals in the snow. It is a beautiful sight. We're also reminded birds' needs change this time of year.
Yeah, from Wild Birds Unlimited, Marge Knudsen. It's National Bird Day.
Yes.
Marge, how about that?
That's
perfect timing for coming on the
here.
show.
Yeah.
Let's start with birdseed because they change up their diet a little bit in the winter. There's different birds have different needs, right? So what do you recommend?
Well, we need a lot of fat, energy, and if possible, some protein
for
the birds. in the
That
winter.
sounds kind of like us as
That's
people.
right.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? Okay, this one right here.
That's our choice blend. It has a lot of sunflower seed, which has the sunflower oil. It also has the peanuts, which gives a little extra fat and some protein.
Okay.
Moving on down.
That's woodpecker blend, and that is a much heavier concentration of nuts.
Looks a little more deluxe in nature.
It does.
It
It
is.
looks sophisticated.
So I guess it depends on who you're trying to bring into your home too and get into the feeders.
Woodpeckers, right? Will that bring 'em
Woodpeckers.
in?
Other birds will eat that too, but it's primarily for the nut eaters like woodpeckers and chickadees and nuthatches. And if you don't want any shell mess, this is mixed tree nuts. They're all shelled. They don't grow. It's all
Yeah, and
net
they'll take
nutrition.
that down without making a mess around your feeder, right?
That's right.
And Mary's favorite.
Peanuts in the shell, which are a lot of fun because you get woodpeckers, you get blue jays, and it's just fun to watch them with the peanuts.
And at the holidays, I know you had some cool, almost wreath-shaped feeders that you could put those peanuts into, and so it was a kind of decorative element in the backyard.
That's right. We also have one that's heart-shaped for Valentine's Day.
Nice.
You got to dispense these somehow. So you got a couple feeders that you brought in.
Right.
A couple different sizes.
First one is a finch feeder with the little tiny holes for the little bitty birds, and this time of year you want to add sunflower hearts to the Niger, so there's a little extra fat for the birds to eat.
Okay. Don't you love finches because they're tiny little guys, but then the color, their spirit, I don't know. I've just always been a fan.
Their spirit. What's their spirit
well,
like?
we had pet finches as a kid, so maybe I'm internalizing some of that. But they're just such great birds.
Well, they are.
And what's this? Well, you were talking about the
And-
finch's spirit. I was just wondering.
That's
what's
a seed
this?
tube for the
fun.
bigger birds and the bigger seeds. And both the tube feeders are nice because they give the seed a lot of protection from the weather.
Okay, which brings us to the forecast. You've seen it, we've seen it. It doesn't look that great.
No.
So how are we protecting either these or the seed from the elements? And we're looking at a picture here of snow just piled.
And I had snow piled on one of my domes just like that.
Yeah, well, it's true. It builds up, it drifts, it
But
sticks.
these feeders, and depending on the type of feeder, they attract different birds depending on what you put in them. Like this feeder says Carolina wrens, chickadees, goldfinches, house finches, nuthatches, pine siskins. What's a titmice?
It's a tufted titmouse, and we have them mostly in our wooded areas.
That's plural, Mike.
Yeah, titmice.
That's what that is. But we're looking at some of these feeders, and they have the domes. So can you put domes on these? Is that how it works? And
Slide that over, just slide it over
right
the
on
handle.
top.
So the squirrels can't get down on there? Is that what?
Well, this is to keep
Snow.
the snow and the weather off more than anything.
I'm sorry.
Mike, were you not looking at any of the pictures?
Well, I was so intrigued by the kind of birds.
He was reading the label more than looking at the pictures. But we've got this size. I see a few more here, Marge.
And we have the larger size. This one can fit on the tube feeder there.
Wow.
Or it can fit on one with a bigger handle. It goes either way. So,
Slides right on.
Right. And you just pull
Bring
the handle
through.
Yeah,
That's
not
easy.
quite on there.
That is easy.
Yeah,
There you go.
Well, the birds are probably grateful
That's
when they're able to
right.
roost and get
Get some
lunch and not
shelter.
worry about it. And you've got one more here, but the apparatus on top is a little bit different.
That's right. If you have like a tray feeder that you need to hang under, or a suet feeder,
Marge,
or some kind of feeder
I can
that
figure this out.
Yes,
It
very
looks
good.
right on.
That's right.
How simple is that? And these are cool because they're made out of recycled materials.
They are.
So they wear beautifully even after the sun and the snow. They still look nice years later. We've got a few more things on the end, Marge. So let's switch gears and talk a little bit about water.
The heated bird baths. You have a couple different options
A couple
down here,
different
right?
options down here. This one has its own clamp-on
So you can
deck
attach it to your
mount.
deck.
That's
Yeah,
right.
This is right here.
Right.
It's right here.
Okay. Got it. I
backside
didn't see it
there.
on the end.
Yep.
Thank you, Mike.
We have a couple different ways you can attach. You can do it with a C-clamp. You can do it with a clamp that goes front to back, especially if you have like a board down that's vertical in the middle of your deck.
But when
So
you
you have an
say
attachment.
Yeah,
Marge,
different
when,
kind of attachment.
it does make the water hot.
No, it warms it up, and they're thermostatically controlled, so like when it's 38 today, it's not going to kick in, so you're not going to be using electricity, but it keeps it warm even below 0.
And we're looking at one on the deck right now on that picture. We have one that's similar to that, but this is a little bit bigger.
This is a little bit bigger. We have both sizes.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a photograph here, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 birds that are sort of nested around one of these larger.
It's a bird bath
I would've
party.
said
Bird
that,
baths.
but it was, it came in from a customer after I already sent the photos in.
But you know, they're looking out of their, right, they're in the kitchen, they're making dinner, whatever, and you look out and you see this site, and the birds are so grateful because everything else is just frozen over.
They are, and these are robins in the picture that you're holding. So
that nice?
I think you had some holiday specials over the holidays. What do you have right now for January?
Well, the 9th through the 23rd, all the weather guards are going to be on sale. They'll be 20% off.
So the clear domes,
The
right?
clear
That's
domes,
the weather guard. Okay.
right? And we have some other smaller ones that are colorful as well.
So starting on the 9th, not just yet, but 20%
Right.
off there. And then what's on sale through your winter clearance sale?
Oh, we have many displays of sale items, from Christmas items that are left over to different kinds of like tote bags and things that we had as pre-Christmas gifts, but
You didn't get what you wanted, you come get it now
That's
and you save
right.
some money.
That's right.
And that'll happen through the end of January. If you haven't shopped with Marge at Wild Birds Unlimited, you'll find her and her team at Rockbrook Village, and then online it's wbuomaha.com.
And of course, the suet and the suet feeder is also
That's-
available at Wild Birds.
That's right, and a great food to feed for the winter.
Yeah.
Thank you, Marge.
Thank you.
Super informative as always.
Have a
We
good New Year.
appreciate it.
Thank you. You
Well,
too.
yesterday we welcomed